Hello students, I am going to teach you the first lesson of history, that is French Revolution. Let's commence this lesson. It's a very interesting lesson. I hope you relish learning this lesson. Okay, what is revolution? Revolution means to protest against the society. If you are not happy with the society, you go against the society. In the morning of 14th July 1789, in the wake of 1789, that means on 14th July 1789, the city of Paris was in the state of alarm. The city of Paris on 14th July 1789 was really shocked. Rumors spread that the king, who was the king? Louis the 16th. Louis the 16th would open fire upon the citizens. There were rumors spread that the king, along with his men, will open fire on the citizens. So many men and women gathered and they started breaking into government buildings in search of arms. So many, around 7,000 men and women gathered in the town hall. They barged into a prison called Bastille, and killed the commander of the prison. Bastille was a prison which was hated by the common men and women because it stood for the power of the king. Since it supported the king, since the Bastille prison supported the king, the common men and women broke into the Bastille prison and killed the commander of that prison, and they released 7 prisoners. The people of the France protested because of high price of bread and they had to pay high taxes. So on 14 July 1789, the city of Paris was in the state of shock. There were rumors that the king would be sending his army to fire the citizens. Around 7,000 men and women gathered in the town hall. They broke into a prison called Bastille. They killed the commander of the prison and then they released 7 prisoners. All the people of France, the common people of France, were really angry. Why were the citizens of France angry? Because of high taxes and rise in the price of bread. Okay, let's see why the French Revolution took place. Okay, the French Revolution was really a violent one. The common people protested against the king because they were angry with the king due to high taxes. They had to pay high taxes and the price of the bread was high. Let us see why the French Revolution took place. Let's see the causes of the French Revolution. Louis XVI became the king of France in 1774. Louis XVI married Marie Antoinette, an Austrian princess, when he was 20 years old. When Louis XVI became the king, there were financial crises, and he himself spent a lot of money. Louis XVI helped 13 American colonies to gain independence from Britain. How did France lose so much of money? Because Louis XVI spent a lot of money to make 13 American colonies independent from Britain. And he spent a lot of money to maintain his army, court, government offices, universities. And apart from that, he spent a lot of money to maintain his palace. Since he wasted a lot of money, he charged taxes from the people. He charged taxes from the common people. There was a system of feudalism. Before the French Revolution, France was divided into 3 estates. The members of the first estate were clergymen, the members of the second estate were nobles, and the members of the third estate were common people. 90% of the population was dominated by peasants, but 60% of the land was owned by nobles and the church and the other richer members of the third estate. See, during France, there were 3 estates. The members of the first estate were church fathers, clergymen. They worked in the church. The members of the second estate were Nobles, they could be king, queen, okay, princess, countess, all rich people, landowners, and the nobles of the third estate were common people like peasants, merchants, businessmen, lawyers. All they can be poor as well as rich people, but most of them are poor from the third estate. The clergy and the noble members were of first two estates. Okay, now the members of first two estates did not have to pay taxes. They enjoyed privileges or special treatment by birth. The people who had to pay taxes were from third estate. Only third estate had to pay taxes. They had to pay taxes to the church. The taxes paid to the church was called tithe, and the taxes paid to the state, to the country, was called tail. Apart from that, they had to pay indirect taxes on salt and tobacco. Okay, so Louis the 16th became the king of France in 1774. He wasted a lot of money to free 13 American colonies from Britain, to maintain army, courts, universities, to maintain his palace. He charged high taxes from the people. 90% of the population was dominated by the peasants, and 60% of the land was owned by nobles, church, and other rich people of third estate. Sorry, and yeah, and there were three estates. Members of the first estate were the clergymen, second estate nobles, third estate common people. Only the people of third estate had to pay taxes. The tax paid to the church was called tithe, and the tax paid to the state was known as tail, and they had to pay indirect tax on salt and tobacco. Let's see how unfair it is. The members of the first estate and second estate did not pay taxes because they believed in privileges by birth. Just because they are born rich, okay, or just because they are privileged, they enjoy special treatment of not paying the taxes. All the taxes were levied on third estate. Now, the population of France increased. It increased from 23 million to 28 million from 1715 to 1789. The population of France increased. The food grains were very less. Why were the food grains less? Because of bad harvest. The price of the bread rose. Okay, the population of France increased. The laborers had fixed wages, and food grains were very less. Because of less food grains, bread was also very less, and the price of the bread was very high. The gap between poor and the rich widened. Okay, this is called a subsistence crisis. Okay, when there is a huge gap between the rich and the poor, rich people are very rich, poor people are very poor. Why were the poor people poor? Because population of France increased, the wages were less, they could not afford to buy bread. Why couldn't they afford to buy bread? The bread was expensive. Why was the bread expensive? Because of less food grains. There was shortage of food grains. Next, okay. Now, the middle class tried to protest against the king, against the monarch. King is the monarch. Many people protested against the monarch. Okay, they protested against the monarch because of high taxes and food shortage, food scarcity. The peasants protested, the workers protested, the educated people like lawyers, businessmen, merchants protested. Okay, third estate also had prosperous people, educated people. Okay, the middle class not only comprised of the peasants and workers, there were educated people in the third estate. There were merchants, okay, who used to trade wool and silk, and they exported or bought by rich members of the society. There were people of the third estate like lawyers and administrative officials. So they said privileges should not be enjoyed by birth. Privileges, a person's social position must be dependent on his merit. Just because you are born in a rich family, that doesn't mean you will get special treatment. You should enjoy privileges. Depending upon your merit, you should enjoy privileges or special treatment. During that time, the political philosophers expressed their ideas. Okay, John Locke wrote a book called Two Treatises of Government. According to his book, He was against absolute and divine rights of monarch. That means he doesn't believe in the powers of the king. And Jean-Jacques Rousseau wrote a book called Social Contract. Jean-Jacques Rousseau said there should be a contract between the people and the representatives. Charles Montesquieu wrote a book called Spirit of Laws. According to Charles Montesquieu, power should be divided between legislature, executive, and judiciary. And the book written by Charles Montesquieu is adapted into the American model of the Constitution. It is uh, incorporated in the American Constitution that the powers must be divided between legislature, executive, and judiciary. The ideas of philosophers were discussed in coffee shops and saloons. Many people were inspired to protest against the monarch because of high taxes and rise in the price of bread. Okay, now in France, actually the monarch didn't have the right to impose taxes. So Louis XVI called for a meeting of Estate General. Louis XVI called for a meeting. It was called a meeting for the Estate General. He wanted to discuss about the new taxes. So Louis XVI on 5th May 1789 called for a meeting to talk about new taxes. Okay, there were people from first estate, second estate, and third estate. From first estate, there were 300 people. From second estate, also there were 300 people. From third estate, there were 600 people. Women and peasants were not allowed to attend the meeting. Whatever complaints or grievances they had to write in 40,000 letters. So, in the meeting, it was decided by Louis XVI that every estate must give only one vote. This was rejected by third estate. They said no, every member should give one vote. This is unfair. Why should one estate give one vote? Every person should give one vote. Louis XVI did not agree. So they decided to form their own assembly called National Assembly. They decided to draft their own constitution. And yeah, so the members of the third estate angrily walked out of the Estate General meeting because Louis XVI's demand was that one estate should give one vote. This was not accepted by third estate. They wanted every member should give one vote. Okay, due to severe winter, due to bad harvest, there was shortage of bread. Bread was in shortage. Food scarcity was there. Okay, and many peasants started looting hoarded grains and burnt the documents of manorial dues. And many women had gathered outside the bakery. Bread was in shortage, and many peasants protested against the nobles. Many peasants became very angry. Okay, they broke into the houses of nobles. The nobles ran from their houses. Okay, and the National Assembly was formed. The National Assembly was formed by the common people. National Assembly was the assembly of common people. Okay, after the Estate General meeting on 20th June, the National Assembly was formed. The people drafted their own constitution, and yes, and many people protested outside outside the bakery. They broke the Bastille prison. That is why the French Revolution took place. They were really angry with the rise of price of the bread and high taxes. So finally, Louis XVI said, "Okay, you can have your own constitution." Louis XVI agreed with the National Assembly. Louis XVI said there should not be any feudal system. On 4th August 1789, tithe was the tax paid to the church was abolished, and the money of the church was taken away by the government. It was confiscated by the government. See, the Constitution of France was made by the common people. It was the Assembly of the Common People was called National Assembly. Okay, according to the Constitution of France, the powers should be divided between legislature, executive, and judiciary. France must become constitutional monarchy, not absolute monarchy. Constitutional monarchy means that the monarch will rule according to the constitution. According to the Constitution of France, which was made in 1791, okay, only the men above the age of 25 years can vote, and the men who can pay 3 days of a laborer's wages can vote, and the men who can pay highest taxes can contest in elections. So the men who can vote should be only above the age of 25. Women cannot vote, and the men who can pay taxes equal to the 3 days of wages of a laborer can only vote. The constitution began with declaration of rights of man and citizen. The constitution of France gave importance to rights like right to life, freedom of speech, equality before law, freedom of opinion. These are inalienable and natural rights of human beings. These rights cannot be separated from human beings. So the rights given in the Constitution of France are right to life, and freedom of speech, and freedom of opinion, equality before law. And Louis the 16th was really annoyed. Why was he annoyed? Because he lost his powers. So Louis the 16th had a secret meeting with the king of Prussia. So there was a war between National Assembly, Prussia and Austria. Marseilles was the national anthem. Many men went to fight the war. Women took care of families. During this time, a political club called Jacobin Club was formed. Okay, and Jacobin Club had poor people like shopkeepers, shoemakers, pastry cooks, watchmakers, servants, daily wages. Okay, now the costume of Jacobin Club members was like this. Okay, they used to wear trousers, okay, with stripes, and they used to wear red cap. They were also known as sans cloutos, that means knee breeches. Now the nobles used to wear trousers till the knees. That was called as knee breeches. The members of the Jacobin Club used to wear trousers with stripes and red cap. So the Jacobin Club members, okay, broke into the palace of Tuileries, okay, and they held king as the hostage, and elections were held. So they said election should be held. Okay, they caught hold of the king in his palace called Tuileries, and they said men above the age of 21 years must vote. Monarchy should be abolished. And finally, Louis the 16th died. He was sentenced to death because he was charged of treason. Treason means to betray your country. So Louis the 16th, okay, was really annoyed that he lost his powers because of National Assembly. He decided to have a war with National Assembly in France, Prussia and Austria. Men went to fight wars, women stayed at home. During that time, a club called Jacobin Club was formed. The costume of the Jacobin Club members were long trousers with stripes and red cap, means liberty. And most of the members of the Jacobin Club were very poor. They were shoemakers, pastry makers, watch makers, and servants, daily wage workers. And yes, the Jacobin Club members. The new government formed by the Jacobin Club members was called Convention. They held king as a hostage. They attacked his palace in Tuileries. They killed his guards, and finally the king was killed by the Jacobin Club members by convention on 21st September 1792. Louis XVI was sentenced to death. Thank you. In the next session, I will continue the remaining lesson. I hope you have understood. Thank you so much.